So it begins anew. How goes it, friends? I totally, completely messed up. My brain didn't do the time zones correctly, so yeah, it's been great. So it begins anew. Messed up. Nice. Okay, so that's working. Nice. All right, sorry. So I thought that friggin' the set drops tomorrow, being Thursday, at whatever time it was, not realizing that time zones are like a thing. So still planning on streaming tomorrow if I can manage it. That way we can actually look at the actual set today. We're going to do something just a smidge different. I want to, well, first off, congratulate you, hopefully, on achieving your ranked goals. I know I did. I was able to get to Ultra Ball 3, which is not perfect sort of thing, but it's at least something. That's what, we got to do. But what we've got to take a look at here is something kind of interesting. Whoops. There we go. Is to actually take a look at, well, the cards that have leaked thus far. So, well, the Eevee set. Let's take a quick peek here. Hold on. Let us, with some bacon and tomato, get a little crazy. So the goal of what we got going on, you can kind of see it here, is I've actually got all of the cards that have leaked thus far. And for us, in a perfect world, is we are going to take a look at what we've got so far. I did a little bit of research, typed up some notes. We are going to, bada bing, bada boom, if I can make it work, make it happen. Have you guys help me plan for the next hour and figure out what the hell we're gonna do. Because that is the goal in a perfect world. Actually, I don't want this one. Hold up. I want to add an image. Hold up 2 seconds. There we go. That works. Can I make it a little bit smaller, bigger, better, faster, stronger? Sorry, the scuff is real. I should have set this up beforehand. But I didn't think about it because I'm a dunce. It's great. It's beautiful. It's wunderbar. Eevee time, yes indeed. We got a little bit less than an hour. Sorry, forget the scuff. I'm attempting to set up my vertical over on the other platforms that don't exist that we're not allowed to talk about. It's good times. Good old Twitch, right? All right, that should be sufficient. Oh no. Get out of here, you stupid ad. There we go. Ah, yes. How's it going, Mr. Brendan? Hopefully it's all well. So, here's the dealio, friends. We're going to take a look at each of the different cards and in a sort of perfect world, be able to, well, imagine how they're actually going to perform. If it's going to let me. They don't blow up just as is. I got to open up a whole new window. That's fine. So, the Star Knockout is, of course, the Eevee EX, right? In about 40 minutes, we're going to find out if this card actually is as good as everyone is hoping it's going to be. Personally, because I have terrible sort of, I guess, meta calls, as it were, I'm going to say that yes, my original thought was, oh, it's just Eevee, sure, whatever. But every time I've kind of guessed, like, a card's going to be mid, like Celesteela, it is literally a linchpin for the upcoming meta. So I'm gonna kind of put that there in the middle. So this document, it's a Google Doc, so certainly if you're a high school person, you're a college person, you love, you hate, you live by the Google Doc. I am of the same. There we go. So I've got all the cards that have been listed thus far, and what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at and kind of over the next 40 minutes figure out if they're going to be worth it. So first things first, our Eevee little guy right here, right? Eevee Evolve lets you, of course, evolve, but here's the kicker, it's an ability. You can now, as it says right here, technically run up to 4 Eevees total. You get 2 basic Eevees, 2 Eevee EXs. Be careful, because since it is an EX card, you could potentially lose 2 points. I just realized that, right? So that's kind of dangerous, but certainly, kind of interesting. But it only does 30 damage, colorless energy, so it can kind of honestly fit into whatever deck you're building. Maybe you want to build a water deck with Vaporeon, Glaceon, you can. Personally, without giving too much away, I'm leaning towards a grass deck. We'll kind of see how it is. So really, raw battle, I'm going to probably give it like a 2, just because it has very low HP, right? 90. I mean, it's an EX, so it's higher than a normal, but it's only got 30 damage. Hold on, let me take a look, make sure I'm not missing anything from my notes, my research. Yeah, I mean, compared to other EX Pokemon, I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. Obviously, the hype for this card, it's the flagship. This is the Eevee sort of deck. So we want to make sure that we can see exactly an Eevee in pretty much every wannabe try-hard deck in the next sort of week, assuming that the cards that support it as we kind of go through this document actually are there, right? So for what it is, the technology, the strategy, it's all based on that VV Evolve, right? Pokemon can evolve into any Pokemon that evolves from Eevee if you play it from your hand onto this Pokemon. Pokemon cannot be evolved during your first turn or the turn that you play it, which to me, that little parentheses part just means that it has to follow normal evolution rules as is established in the game thus far. However, I'm so excited because I am going to finally be able to stack, as we're going to find out in a few down here, going to be able to stack a bunch of cards that have hopefully some synergy. So this, obviously, 5 stars. So looking as to what it is, potential synergy. Obviously, any and all Eevee evolutions, that kind of goes without saying. It is colorless, so it can fit into any deck, like I mentioned. Right? Oh my god, spell check. If you guys want, I do have the this doc pinned in the comments. So if you want to come on in, you actually are able to add comments. Certainly you can drop your comments in chat as well. They'll show up, in stream. But if you want to kind of commit to the bit, as it were, you can always come on in. Let me know, right? Let me refer to what we got going on. Make sure that I'm not missing anything. What we've got going on. It's not limited to evolving to EX Pokemon, right? Of course, it can evolve into any of the different evolutions, so that's pretty good. So really, kind of like how we had with the Lucario fighting toolbox, hypothesizing kind of an Eevee evolution toolbox, right? That's the whole shtick of this upcoming set. So, not bad, right? The second flagship, I'm kind of getting the big hitters out of the way. The second flagship card that we've seen thus far, stop me if you think that it's not really. I think it is. As much as I hate Sylveon in the games, just because it completely destroyed Dragon, Don't get me started on that whole soapbox. We got Sylveon EX card. 140 Psychic. It is a Psychic card, so that's a little interesting. Makes sense, though, because there's no Fairy type in the cards. It's got an ability as well as a 2 energy attack. So let's start with the attack, see how we got it going on. 140 HP, nothing too crazy. Certainly enough to survive, if I believe, a Giratina. I could be way wrong. Hold on, let's see. Cards, all cards. Woo! Scroll down, baby. It's not gonna let me. Hold on. Maybe if I actually use the tools. So yeah, Giratina, 130 damage. So unless they're running a Geo or something, it can take right now one of the biggest hitters in the meta, which is Giratina. So it can survive it. Not saying that that's what you want to do. You don't want to tank a hit with an EX card. My goodness, that would be terrible. However, it is at least possible. Right? You can soak a hit, especially considering the ability that we're going to get into. Now, the actual attack, it's 1 psychic energy, 1 colorless, so it does kind of lend itself to a psychic deck, unless you are strictly only using it for its ability, which I could definitely see some people using that as the particular tech, but I don't recommend it, because if you're going to throw an EX down, I mean, shit, it kind of wastes it. But such is. Sylveon, what did I say? We're not multiple pages here. I'm gonna say probably only a solid mid, right? It's not too great, not too bad. 70 HP, probably can 2-shot a Darkrai. For Psychic, let's see, what would that be? Weak to other dark Pokemon, I guess. Definitely fighting. So if there's any sort of fighting EX that you're going up against that has, you know, pretty much a 2-shot. So if you can, again, we kind of talked about it, has enough damage to soak something, you can put it out there. It'll get, you know, you attack it, it'll get tapped, you attack again. You're dealing 140 damage, which is exactly how much this HP has before it goes down. Strangely enough, didn't realize this until just right this second. It has a Steel weakness type. Never seen that before for Psychic, but then again, I haven't been paying all that much attention. So battle, I'm going to give it an even 3, middle of the road. It's probably going to be better than that. We'll find out. The tech, the strategy, let me know if you guys think it's as good as it is the synergy with Professor's Research. Technically, because if you have the Eevee or even Eevee EX on your side laid down and you evolve it into Sylveon EX, the Happy Ribbon ability works. And basically what the Happy Ribbon ability does is that once you evolve from Sylveon, what it does, as you can clearly read, is it lets you basically draw 2 cards. It's an extra Professor's Research. So assuming that you have Professor's Research in hand, assuming you have the Sylveon ready to evolve, that's up to 4 cards. However, if you are completely evil, you can actually evolve 2 different Sylveon EXs and possibly up to 6 cards. So you could technically, if you really just want to burn through your deck, play a Professor's Research at the top of your turn, evolve a Sylveon EX, get 2 more, evolve a second Sylveon EX, get 2 more, for a total of 6 cards in a single turn. As early, technically, as, you know, turn, well, technically your second turn, because you can't play an evolution when it's, you know, just beginning. So that's wild to me. Out of a 20-card deck, you can just pull down 60, or pull down 6, rather. I don't know where you get 60 from. So certainly, you know, that's doable. Psychic, we haven't really seen that many, I guess, certainly, if I was to advance search here, cancel, right? All the Pokemon, I'm using Pokemon Zone at the moment, all the Pokemon that are weak to Psychic, oh, look at that. Oh, wait, hold on. Clear that out. It's all just fighting Pokemon, which honestly hasn't been too strong in the meta, right? Machamp, maybe. I certainly liked him at the beginning. I know that Lucario is, of course, a fan favorite Gaiade, right? But other than that, there isn't and has not been I guess Pissimian, has not been a sort of like front runner fighting deck that we would want to use, right? Other than, again, maybe Lucario makes a resurgence. He's always a pretty good support, right? The steel, it does kind of worry me simply because Solgaleo is a thing, and if I remember correctly, Solgaleo is bada bing, bada boom, 120 already. So that would make it, yeah, so direct counter to Sylveon. Oh my god. Direct counter is Solgaleo, so we do have to be kind of cautious of that, right? Right. So for the tech, I'm going to give it a solid 4 simply because it's going to let you burn through your deck. It's going to let you burn through your deck, right? Even if you just use it as is, it's 2 cards. Maybe you use a Professor's Research the next turn, but it's essentially giving you an extra draw, which for me, depending on the deck, is paramount. So even if I can definitely see people running this particular card, even if you don't even have any other sort of psychic energy. So maybe you're running a lightning deck, maybe you're running a darkness deck, right? I can definitely see people just kind of slotting in a basic Eevee and then a Sylveon EX just for the draw. And then, excuse me, maybe using it as a tank. It does have only 1 retreat, so it can quickly tank a hit. Now, granted, that'll open you up for Cyrus. It's a 2-point thing, so be cautious. Right. In terms of the hype, everybody loves Sylveon. It's a fan favorite, especially among the cute enjoyers, as it were. Um, Certainly, I'm going to say middle of the road for me personally, but I know that other people, Sylveon is one of the fan favorites. It's way up there. Personally, me, I don't know. Not a fan. Not a fan. I am much, as I've mentioned before, an electric enjoyer. I'm really hoping that all the evolutions, but specifically Jolteon, gets an EX card. As we're going to see in a little bit, Jolteon does get its own sort of card, but I would very much like to see Jolteon, Glaceon. I mean, a few of them already do have it, but like even Umbreon, Espeon, they get EX cards of their own. Let me know what you guys think in terms of Sylveon. Not too bad, but definitely it's gonna be a card dealer. Maybe able to throw in. I would recommend a good counter. Make sure you have a red card or some sort of Mars. Anything that's gonna allow your opponent to draw cards. You then completely destroy them and reset whatever cards they have. Okay. From there, we've got the Flareon EX. Let me look at my notes here. Bada bing, bada boom. Typed up a whole bunch of craziness. Here we go. Yes. All right. So this is, in my opinion, going to be one of the heavy hitters, as it were. 150 HP, 130 fire spin. You do have to discard 2 energies, but it does have an ability. So let's investigate. Let's look at the card here. All right, Flareon EX with Combust once during your turn. So you can do it every single turn, theoretically, and keep building up the energy. Once during your turn, you may attach a fire energy from your discard pile. That's significant. Discard pile. If you do, this Pokemon does 20 damage to itself. So, a few things. For that Combust, right? You can only get it from the discard pile, very similar to how we saw Lusamine with the Ultra Beasts, right? So that means that unfortunately there has to be some Pokemon, some poor Pokemon that's already dead in your graveyard, in your discard pile, whatever the hell you want to call it. But you can do it multiple times. So at worst, you can stack a whole bunch of fire energy onto some basic, let it go down, and then lead in with Flareon. Now, I don't really recommend doing more than 1 Combust because it's 20 damage each time. which certainly at that point, you do it after once, you're in range of getting hit by a lot of finisher cards. For example, you could get taken out by another Flareon. You could be taken out by a Giratina. Who really knows, right? So you have to be mindful. You have to be kind of careful about these things, right? If you do it 2 times, theoretically, that could put you, if they're, I don't know, running some form of a red, a Giovanni, that could even put you in range of a Darkrai. It pings you for 20, and then if it's running like Geo or red, then it will hit you for 90. So you just got to be careful. However, you can attach an energy normally. You can use Combust, so you can build up 3 energy, Fire Spin, take something out, eat it up real quick for 130. It'll take a hit, and you can use Fire Spin again by attaching and then using Combust, assuming that you've got energy in your discard pile. So it's kind of an interesting wombo combo, as it were. Certainly, it's going to be a big brain move to be able to use it effectively. Lots of people are going to try. I mean, certainly I'm already kind of hypothesizing what sort of Pokemon I can pair it with. For fire, I mean, part of me just wants to toss it with a Charizard. Unfortunately, there is no way to move, I guess other than Dawn, there's not really a way to move energy from one Pokemon to another, right? So for raw battle, I'm going to actually say this thing's a 4, right? It's going to be big brain sort of strategy, but once you start pulling it off, you'll be able to, I think, get at least 230s back to back. So it's very similar in kind of a feel-ish way, if you think about it, very similar to Giratina. The only difference is that Giratina does the 20 damage immediately upon attack. Flareon, it'll do the 20 damage if you decide to do Combust again. So there's that. The tech, I personally don't like that it's from the discard pile only. If it was just from the energy, boom, great. That would have been easily a 3, maybe even a 4, probably a 4. But because you not only have to take it from discard pile and you do damage, that's 2 negatives for a single positive. I'm not feeling it. Truly, I'm not feeling it 100%. Because at that point, there's a lot of things that have to be up. So like I said, Flareon EX, good card, big finisher. But truly, it's going to be one of those things where you have to kind of make sure that you're in the right spot. Got to look at that 4D chest. However, there is, as we will see in a bit, we'll come back to this, there is an ability for Eevee Bag to heal you, because that's one of the options. We'll see it. Don't worry. All right. We've got about 20 minutes. In terms of the hype, Flareon, it's a fan favorite. It's one of the originals. I don't know. I haven't heard too much about it, but I know it's a flagship. We'll just give it a 3, because since this is one of the few ES cards that has been seen out there, we'll give it middle of the road. Not too much, not too little. Okay. Okay, so check it out. Next up, we got Leafeon. It's a regular Leafeon. This is the full art version. Not too bad. We already have a Leafeon EX, and in fact, I would say, because of the unique attack that this particular Pokemon has, I think that it would actually synergize very well with a Leafeon EX, so the one we've already got from before. So if I take a peek over yonder, oops, nope, go back. Reset. Right? We've already got Leafeon EX, which gives Forest Breath. So if Leafeon EX is inactive, right? Once during your turn, you can take a grass energy from Energy Zone, attach it to one of your grass Pokemon. So assuming you've got Leafeon EX sort of teed up, ready to go. It's got similar stats to Sylveon, I just noticed. 70 damage and 140 health. You can be queuing up damage onto, or preparing regularly, rather, onto your Leafeon. What's the, it's only got a 1 retreat cost, so you can kind of use this to build and then retreat it, so not too bad. The Leaf Blast ability, the attack does 10 damage base, and then 20 extra damage for each grass energy attached to the Pokemon. So assuming you're running a grass deck, it's already doing 30 base. It's already doing 30 base damage. If you've got 2 energies on it, boom, it's up to 50, 70, 90. You could theoretically, sky's the limit. I don't know if you want to invest that much energy onto a basic with only 90, but if you can maybe charge it up with Leafeon EX, or even possibly have a superior, then certainly that would do it. Right? If we've got a superior using Jungle Totem, each grass energy counts as 2. Well, wham bam, thank you, ma'am. I can certainly see you running a rare candy with at least one of these guys just to kind of have that nice little tech going on there, right? Possibly have 2 of these, 2 of the different, where's it at? Yeah, 2 of the different superiors, and boom, you've got glass cannons, essentially, right? But who knows? So as it is, if you're just kind of running it as a simple support, not too bad, right? Certainly it's pretty good, but as I said, it does have that potential. So I'm personally gonna give it 4 stars of just my sort of hypothesis, as it were, for what is potentially possible. Right? There really isn't, again, too much craziness. You do have to be stratego about it. Maybe you're going to run Leafeon, maybe you're going to run Superior, maybe you'll do both, because now we can have up to 4 Eevees in a deck. Possibly could run with Celebi, but Celebi itself, in my opinion, would be a better sort of energy dump. This could possibly be if you don't have Celebi EX in hand, and at least gives you something to build until you have Celebi, and then you can lay it on deck. So to me, I can kind of already see it. You've got Leafeon inactive, you've got Superior on bench, you've got Leafeon regular on bench, and then you've got an empty spot. You just use Leafeon's ability to just keep freaking charging Leafeon until either A, danger presents itself, or B, you draw a Celebi, and then you can swippity swap it out, and you'll be able to actually kind of use this as a buffer again while you stack energy on Celebi, because that needs at least 2. So I get to see it definitely buying you at least 1 turn to get Celebi online, if nothing else. So tech is there, but you do have to be mindful about what it is. For me personally, the hype for this particular card, I'm looking forward to another Leaf deck. We just totally had several in the last 2 seasons. We had, Decidueye, we had Meowscarada, we had Buzzwole. So I'm looking forward to it. Do I want another Leaf deck? Not particularly, honestly. I would much rather instead, again, have an electricity deck. But, maybe they do Dragons right this particular season. Doubtful. They give us a good dragon card. That'd be awesome. I would also like to see, well, we already had kind of fire, but maybe as we just saw, there's not really a whole lot going on in the way of fighting. Maybe we have a good fighting deck happening. Okay. All right, we've got next up, my gosh, it's so crazy. We got 15 minutes, you guys. I don't even believe it. Vaporeon, and by extension, Glaceon. And then we'll open these up here in a second. But Vaporeon, oh my goodness. Vaporeon, it's 120 base HP. It is a 3 energy, yikes, a 3 energy version of Team Rocket, Grind Core, whatever you want to call it, but essentially lets you flip coins, heads, tails, until you get tails. Then you get to discard an energy opponent. So it's a good disruptor, right? However, it's very energy hungry, especially early game. Right? Sinking 3, I guess in this case, 3 water energy. You could run a Misty, I suppose. Right? That'd be a good potential. I'm not sure if you'd want to use a Misty on this particular card unless you are specifically looking for that energy disruption, again, to sort of thwart your opponent in a way. 70 damage, again, that seems to be kind of the standard, as it were, for these particular Pokemon. So not too bad, right? So tech, pretty good. Battle, I'm actually going to give it a 4. No, I'm going to give it a 3 only because it's very energy hungry. It would have been a 4. Right? there it is. We've already got a Vaporeon card, which again could possibly. What is that Vaporeon? Washout. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Vaporeon, this is from Mythical Island. So I forget what set that is. Yeah, boy. But certainly with the washout ability, you can be stacking energy and moving them around. So very similar to kind of how we did with Palkia. You might be able to swap some cards around. So basically think the Palkia, Dialga, Manaphy, Vaporeon weirdness deck that we had a couple metas ago. Maybe we do that, right? Right, it's Manaphy. I think it's pretty called. Yeah, Manaphy. So that'll, of course, let you stack some energy on it. So I definitely don't foresee that getting too crazy, but definitely worth looking into, right? Where is it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Okay. Hype. I don't know. We've already got a Vaporeon. Again, I'm hoping that we get an EX for each of the different Pokemon. Vaporeon EX, Glaceon EX. We already have a Leafeon. You can see we've got Flareon, we've got Sylveon. So maybe, potentially, we get each one. That's the thing, Frosty. Welcome back. In a perfect world, because this is the quote-unquote year of the Eevee, according at least to the Pokemon Company, maybe we get one version of EX for each evolution, right? Because if you kind of think about it, we've already got Sylveon, Flareon, Leafeon. Let's see. Damn. It's not going to let me find them all, right? That's what I would like to think to see. Now, certainly that's probably not going to be the case, is that we're going to get an Eevee of each variety, each flavor. But I know it would be too easy. This is just me sort of like tinfoil hat. I do hope, please, favorite Pokemon, Jolteon EX, please. Most likely, as we're going to kind of see a little bit later on when we get down into the text down here, I'm thinking possibly, because there really hasn't been any sort of, other than the one, they didn't show off any fire cards, they didn't show off any steel cards, and we've already got a few sort of those. So I'm not 100% certain what the other EXs could be. I'll be honest, my frame of reference is a little limited because I've been out of the physical TCG since forever and a half ago. So I'm not certain what cards they could already draw from, and I'd like to think they have, you know, inspiration, as it were, for what they've already got going on, but who knows? What are your thoughts on potential EXs? I know. Hopefully, maybe. Dark mode. I don't want to be blasted by this freaking thing every single time. Let's see. The hype Vaporeon, I'm going to give it a 2, just because we've already got a better Vaporeon, in my opinion, with its ability. But this, again, as I was speaking a minute ago, the energy disruption, the fact that it's pretty decent health. I mean, granted, it's only 2-star or a 2 retreat, but whatever. It's going to be pretty okay. Right? Glaceon, we've already got a Glaceon card, which I think might also be, is that an EX? It is an EX already, so that'll be 3 varieties of Glaceon that we'll have. That's kind of crazy. So this right here, it's already power hungry. The other one requires 2 for 60 as well. So this guy, it's 2, but here's the beautiful thing. It is a bench snipe. It's like basically a Greninja plus. Right? Think of it that way. So I can definitely see running this Glaceon against, well, anything that charges up. So if Darkrai Giratina continues to be an effective deck, you can definitely see this being a direct counter, because 50 damage, that is a major chunk of whatever, even if it's Giratina, right? That is a major chunk of that Pokemon's HP just gone. And again, it's only a 1-pointer, so we'll see. A Gen 2 starter EX, like what? Blastoise? I mean, we've already got Blastoise. If they give us another Charizard, I'm gonna freaking revolt. Charizard is a good card, but dude, it's already been in the top. Craziness. What I would like to see, honestly, maybe like a Dragonite EX. Maybe like oh gosh, what's one of the pseudo legendaries from I think it's Gen 2. So like Entei, Suicune, and the other one. Oh, Gen 2, yeah, yeah. For Alligator, Typhlosion, Meganium. Dude, could you imagine? Typhlosion? Raikou, thank you. Yes, 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 yes. I would like an Entei card, just because he was the real MVP for me. He was the first pseudo-legendary dog that I caught back in Silver days. It was pretty great. That'd be a pretty nice sort of thing in my heart. But since I mean the whole theme is Eevee Grove, there's gonna have to be some form of again, they're probably gonna lean really hard into like cute baby Pokemon, maybe grass, things of that nature. Um, they might even throw out oh god, what's that? Not the what's the legendary that's a grass Pokemon? Hold up, hold up, hold up. I think it was already Celebi, but no, 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 there's another one. Grass legendary Pokemon. I mean, Virizion. I mean, yeah, maybe. Maybe an EX Shaman. That'd be kind of cool, right? But we've already got the Celebi. So who knows? Who freaking knows? That'd be really cool. Give us the Grovile sort of line. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Who knows? I did notice that freaking Port Portera, if that's his name, you'll forgive me, right? Port Torterra, he's only got the one, right? The others, the others in that sort of generation, they did get EXs if I remember correctly, but Port Torterra, I don't think I've ever seen him be played at all because I mean that's just a terrible ability. It's like a worse version of Big Beat. Um, but maybe we'll see. We'll see. All right. Anyways, Glaceon, I think this right here, it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be great. Right? Empoleon, yeah, definitely. The fact that again, I personally didn't really jive too much with that particular generation when it was Game Boy days. Again, I did Generation One, Generation Two. Um, I remember playing Pearl, and I think that was one of the last ones I did until I picked up Black White Two, that sort of thing. So I skipped a few of the gens there, possibly. So my experience is limited. I'm but a flawed, kind individual. It's so sad. The tech, 2 energy for a bench snipe. Again, I'm probably going to give this a good middle of the road. Um, requires a little bit of setup. Requires obviously an evolution, but I certainly think it's good for me. I'm going to say that that's pretty spicy. I can definitely see with Misty. I can definitely see with Greninja. You stack the one of these plus 2 Greninja. That would be crazy. Other than that, I don't really know what else you would. I mean, I guess you could pair it with a regular Glaceon EX, but who knows? So not too bad. Here's my boy, Jolteon. Really sad what they did to him. Again, I'm hopeful that they're gonna give us some EX version of each of the evolutions. Like that's the easy thing, like you said, Frosty. If that could just be one and done, oh, it's good. But you are right. Pokemon Company is not going to give us what we want at all. It's very sad. In terms of the actual ability, again, 90 HP, beginning bolt, it's 40 up to 60. But only if you've evolved it that particular turn. So you'd have to have it sort of Eevee inactive, drop Jolteon straight down. It's a good opener. If you drop down Eevee, you're going second, so you can evolve, or going first rather, so you have evolution priority. So yeah, if you go first, it is really good, right? 60 damage right off the bat. That could take out quite a few basics, right? If we investigate anything less than 60 health, let's see, 60 health, max, filter. Dude, that takes out all of these starters, right? Obviously, water, that's kind of cheating, but it could even take out, maybe if they're trying to set up Magnezone, right? Maybe they're trying to set up some form of like Golbat Arceus deck. We don't actually know, but most of these basics have 60 HP. So if you can get that off, dude, I can see lots of people just destroying their opponent because heaven forbid you only have one card inactive. You don't have anything on bench. people are going to be able to just end the match immediately evolving onto Jolteon, because it's only one energy needed. But like, dude, all these Pokemon only require one. There's still more. They're still loading. All these Pokemon, Rilo, Sneasel was, you know, in the meta a bit ago. And then, of course, we get into the newer cards, as it were. There's our Gibble, right? No more Garchomp, sorry. Shut that shit down. You can shut down Sprigatito, Meowscarada. You can shut down Wiglet. Oh, dude. That would be brutal. I can see it happening. And, of course, we get down, you know, shutting down an Incineroar deck. Oh, dude, I didn't even think about this until just now. Most of these basics Pokemon have 60 or less. You can shut down a Stoutland deck. Oh my god, dude. I'm upgrading this hype. I'm upgrading this. Again, it only works. I'm going to put works well if you go first. If you're going second, then you're not going to have evolution priority. It's going to be sad. Yeah. Evolving from the hand, most likely, because we're gonna see right now. We've got these two supporters, which again are both Eevee themed. Probably Penny or some other supporter is gonna have to where we can actually evolve from a supporter card. Either that, or there's gonna be some, I don't know, some weird Pokemon that's gonna let you evolve from, like, it'll have, like, the actual Pokemon itself will have an ability. I don't know what. Truly, unless there's like a second Eevee EX. But you're right, I didn't even notice that. You play it from your hand, unless there's like Monster Resurrection from Yu-Gi-Oh, where you get to like play things back from the discard pile. Who knows, right? My god, you guys, we got 3 minutes before the game. Oh my gosh, right? But technically it can end the game in your second turn if your opponent has nothing. That'd be wild, because 60 damage, that's a lot to go off to. From here, Espeon, this is going to be one of my favorite cards. Personally, I think the hype for this guy is going to be crazy, especially assuming that we're going to continue to see kind of the power creep as it is. Energy Crush. The crazy thing about this, yeah, I know, it's the 2-minute warning, right? Is that if you read the card text, Energy Crush, it's 20 damage for each energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. It's not just like the Raichu Psychic or the Alakazam Psychic where it's only focusing on whatever's inactive. Dude, this is a direct counter, in my opinion, to freaking Giratina energy stacking, Magnezone energy stacking. It counts all the energy, right? Let's assume Giratina, it needs 4. That's 80 damage that this thing is just outputting for a single energy. That is wild. More so if they've got other Pokemon, right? Because, again, I'm thinking Darkrai Giratina, it's been relevant in the last 2-3 metas. My gosh. You're stacking Darkness on Darkrai. You're stacking Psychic on Giratina. At a minimum, there's 50... No, there's 5. Yeah, that's 100 damage already. So, that's crazy, right? To energy stacking. So, that's wild to me. The tech, obviously, again, you got 100 HP. It's a Psychic deck, so it obviously will synergize well with Sylveon. Or, you know, some other Psychic Pokemon that we'll see there. Darkness, Weakness, 1 Retreat like most evolutions, right? Good middle of the road, not perfect, because again, assuming that it's a fresh round, I would actually recommend not evolving into Sylveon because it's only doing 20. Yeah. Dude, it's gonna be great. And of course, Raw Battle. Again, I'm gonna give it 2 because it's very situational. It can hit like a Mack truck if your opponent is energy stacking. If not, well, then that's what it is. All right. And then the last one we're going to look at here is, of course, Umbreon. Dark Binding for 40 damage. If the defending Pokemon is basic, this is basically the exact anti-EX that we have been looking for, right? It's very similar. It can shut down even something like Oricorio, or in the same way that Oricorio can with EXs, right? It counters Ultra Beasts, because all of them are basics. So, really, this Umbreon, even though it's only 40 damage, I'm actually going to say it's pretty spicy across the board. Type, not so much, because Darkness, maybe you pair it with an Islago, Darkrai, certainly I can see that happening. This would be very good. Right? As it be. So, sadly, it is about that time. I'm hoping that maybe, just maybe, we can actually see what we are going to do, what we are going to have. It's time to duel. I'm so excited, you guys. So excited. Oh, it's loading. It's downloading the data. So that's kind of where I'm at, right? I'm super hopeful that they're going to give us something, anything good, right? I want to see strong dragon cards. We haven't really seen a whole lot of these. Fighting, it's kind of not in a great space. Because of Misty, water is always too OP. But let's see what we got. Eevee! Eevee! All right. Let's check it, friends. Boom. Hey, look at that dragon! We got Dratini! Another Litten. Okay. Lots of kitty cat. Playful knockdown. Discard all Pokemon tools from your opponent's active Pokemon. No damage. So this is definitely a tech card. Very interesting. Another Sarina. Your opponent reveals a random card from their hand and shuffles it into their deck. So nice. Although that is kind of a, it's only 50. That is a kind of crazy stage 2 to get into. That's a lot of commitment just for a meme deck. And then we got Liepard, so evolving from Purloin, 70 slashing clock. So another Darkness. Nice. All right, friends. Not too bad. Not too bad for a first pull. All right. 69. Nice. I was hoping that it'd be over 100, but certainly, you know, with okay, so we do have over 100, including the fancy dancy cards. Let us, with some bacon and tomato, open up 10 packs. We'll have to do some solo battles here in a hot minute just to see what we're gonna get. All right, 1, 2, 3, let's do it. Oh, so lame. Nothing. No rainbows. But I did hear a little thing on the end. All right, so we got Sableye, Darkness, Greedent, which of course means that we got Squovit, Enhanced Fang. If this Pokemon has a Pokemon tool attached, it does 50 more damage. So this is pretty much just a worse version of Pachirisu EX. Not bad. That's 100 damage though for 3. Okay. Hey, we got Ice Cream Boy. Vanillite. Oh my gosh, seriously? Sweets Relay. Holy crap, that's okay. I didn't talk about it only because we sadly ran out of time. But the nope. But freaking Swirlix has Sweets Relay, Milcery has Sweets Relay, all kind of culminating in Alcremie, which leads me to believe that Vanillux is going to be the same thing. And oh my gosh, dudes, look at this. It's colorless energy for these guys. So, holy crap. That is really good synergy because that means that you could run a water deck with those as supporters and just Sweets Relay like crazy because that Sweets Relay will then allow you to basically nuke somebody, nuke them with Alcremie. Holy crap. All right, cool. Mencino, Pound, kind of weak, great. There's that Alcremie that we were talking about. Sweets Overload. This attack does 40 damage for each time your Pokemon, any Pokemon, use Sweets Relay during the entire game. So if you could manage to get, I guess, a Vanillite, you know, a Swirlix, a Milcery, doing at least boom, boom, bang, bang, one time each, That's 120 damage. More, 160, 200 damage, depending on how many turns you get that thing going on. So I like it. We got How. During this turn, attacks used by Decidueye, Incineroar, Primarina. So that's the entire sort of starter set. Okay. Let's think about this. That means that Incineroar EX, that's going to be a good deck. Holy crap. Right? Why did it do 2? That's so strange. Why did it do 2? Hold on, 2 seconds. Very strange, very strange. I don't know, whatever. I don't know about the Primarina. I don't remember that card too much. I know that some people played it as a supporter to others. Although, hold on, I don't think it was EX though, was it? Hold up, wait a minute. I think Primarina was just a regular. Oh no, there was Primarina EX. Or is this, I guess, the new one? Is this it? Yeah, this is the new one. Holy crap. So, Primarina EX is a new card that we just got. Nice. Hydro Pump. If this has at least 1 extra damage, this attack does. So it could be up to 80 if you got 2. So you're just doing that. And then, of course, Sparkling Aria heals 20 damage. So nice. Water is crazy going to be. All right, nice. I did not even think about this sort of thing. We got a couple full arts. All right, sweet. Back to it then. So How's there? We got Carbink, which means we've also got the evolution. Hard roll, flip a coin of heads during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage. So it's basically like a fly or a dig. That's not bad. So Carbink evolves. We'll have its evolution here in a little bit. No, there's. I think I got immersive already. Another Sableye, Joltik, 10 for paralysis. So that's basically the same as Dedenne. All right, let's see what we got, friends. Got it. I got it. Oh, so pretty. Hold on. Let's see. I don't hear nothing. Usually there's music. Well, I'm not hearing any music for the immersive, but we got all the Pokemon, all the Eevees, every flavor, every variety. Nice. Super exciting. Nice. First little bit. I like it. I love it. We want more of it. Boon Sweet. I like this particular style. This and the knitted cards. So like we got a little claymation. Flop for 10. There's our Swirlix with the Sweets Relay. Dragonair. Again with the lightning energy, so it's the same sort of style as the other Dragonair, Dratini as we had before. We got a different version of Melmetal, so 90 damage. It doesn't have that nifty ability. Certainly still lots of HP. There's our Squovit. There's my Espeon. There it is. 20 damage for Energy Crush. There's Vanillish. So one of your Pokemon use Sweets Relay, so this is going to be a meme deck. I can already tell you. You got Vanillish, you got Alcremie, possibly even Swirlix, whatever its evolution is. All the dessert Pokemon, that's going to be crazy stuff. Steenie, 40 damage for Leaf Step. I'm not so sure if that compares better or worse, the same. Not a fan of the art. Leftovers. Pokemon Tool. Heal 10 damage. Nice. A direct counter to poison. Nice. That's freaking nifty. I like it. Swirlix, Mimikyu. Dude, seriously? Try to imitate? That's crazy, especially if your opponent starts off with a Giratina. But it's again a coin flip, so that's money right there. Try to imitate. Use one of your opponent's active. So it has to be the active Pokemon, so Watering, 30 damage for 2 energy on a basic? Big yikes, but alright. We got our fancy dancy Vaporeon. She's ready. And Momola for Water Pulse, 50 damage for a status effect of Sleep. Okay, I could see that. I like it. Second Melmetal, Steenie, Mindful. Really? Coin flip for 40? Alright. There's my boy Tropus. Haven't seen him in forever. Banana Dude. Cutting Wind for 60 damage. Not a bad basic for grass. Litten, Mencino, Howl. So we got some more doubles. Barboche. Mudshot. So we got a fighting Whisker Pokemon. Galvantula. Let's see what this bad boy does. I love Galvantula. At least in the game. He was cute to look at. Electric Shock 70. Discard all energy attached to this Pokemon, but it does paralyze your opponent. So I like the discard all energy. I wish it was to the opponent's Pokemon, but maybe it would have been better if it was discard 1 energy, because that's crazy. It's a 2 attack, so probably won't see this actually be used. All right, we're on pack 8 out of 10. There's something there. Meltan, Headbutt for 20. Okay. His buddy, double Meltan. What about second Meltan? Okay. Full Mouth Manor. Dude, stack this with leftovers. Dude is healing 30 damage. Snorlax. Oh my gosh. Flop down punch for 130. It does fall asleep. Very similar. However, no, Berry would not work with this, I don't think. Yeah, Berry has to be a regular Snorlax. It's name locked looking at the card, but still, that's crazy. That's good stuff, right? Pair that with oh my god, 30 damage if you stack it with leftovers. Mindfu, Steenie, another Meltan, Cincino. I skipped it. Apom, double hit, 2 coins, average damage 20, statistically speaking. So Mincino. Chatot, Tone Deaf. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused for 70? Okay. I could see this being a nice little basic. And then I got the full art Sylveon. This is a different Sylveon. This is regular Sylveon. Evo Harmony, 40 damage. This attack does 30 or more damage for each evolution Pokemon on your bench. What does that mean? Evolution Pokemon. Because I know Eevee is an evolution Pokemon. Hold up, wait a second. Let's go back. Like, that's what it says. Evolution Pokemon. So, do we have to have the different Eevees? Hold on. Sylveon. If I pop open a Sylveon. No. They are not evolution Pokemons. Interesting. So this card only works if you are stacking other Eevees on it. So this would be a good card if you've got all your Eevees on deck and this is the first card that you stick out there to evolve. So potential. So at best, in a perfect world, 1, 2, 3, that's 90 damage, 90 plus 40. So at best, which is an impossible ask, this thing is doing 130 damage. More likely it's doing 70 than that, but still, it's a pretty card. I like it. Oh, man. So many good things. I like it. I love it. We want more of it. Nice. 37. Cool beans. We've got I've only got 74, but let's see what else. Daily gifts, yes buddy. Registered 35. Let's see what sort of goodness they've got in terms of rewards, things to buy in the shop. Still waiting on this to refresh. Really? Oh, there it is. I'm like, where did they put these? They've moved them. They put these up higher. Interesting. So we've got our Eevee Grove cover, right? That's kind of a known quantity. 15, not bad. Drop these to the bottom. How strange. Emblems. It's just an Eevee this go around that we're aware of. Still needing to get Lunala. Necromza, don't forget to do all this. Premium. Still got a little bit of time. Pokegold. What are they offering to take my money this go around? So we've got Sylveon. So if you're into Sylveon for $22.99, you can have your very own. Not a fan personally. Ain't gonna do it, but I'm sure some people will. Let's check it. Do my dailies right quick. Give me a sec. Yeah, buddy. Pokedex. Register 10, yes. Can't believe I got the freaking immersive right off the bat. I love that. 15. 20. Nice. And then 25, 30, 35. So I'm just going to hit complete all. They're the same deal, right? Don't need to farm. So we do have, really, the Alcremie. So yeah, it's like the desserts, Sweets Relay deck. Yeah, this is exactly what I was predicting. Check that out. Now, certainly, it's loaded full. Even Appleton and Applin, so maybe I would get rid of these guys. Because grass energy? Alright. Nah. Don't need that. We got Snorlax. Let's check this out. Umbreon, Sableye, Purloin, Liepard, Apom, Squirvet. Nothing too crazy here. It's anti-cools, anti-basics, anti-tools. Interesting. Getting a nice little sneak peek about the decks we're going to go up against, rather. Is it going to show me? So for the fire deck, different Incineroar, Darkness Lariat, Salazzle. Is this a new one? Yeah, looks like we got another Salazzle, Salandit sort of pair. No other trainers that I can see. A regular Flareon. Primarina, Glaceon. Alomola, we've already got Brion, Water Gun. Okay, nothing too crazy. Then we've got the Sylveon deck. We're going to get a Woobat and a Swoobat. Okay. Pretty straightforward. 100 damage for a 1 energy. Mimikyu, we got Drampa, Dragon Breath. We can't read it yet, but that's 70. No other trainers, supporters that we see. Oh, guys, we get a Dragonite EX. I called it. I freaking called it. Giga Impact. Your next turn, Pokemon can't attack, but 180 damage. Oh my god. And it needs Lightning, Energy, and Colorless. Oh my gosh, you guys. That's great. That's great. I freaking called it. We're going to get a Dragonite EX. Sadly, no Jolteon EX that I can see. We do have a Eevee with Collect. Okay, I see you. Got the Snorlax, so that's all the pieces that we've got. So let us, with some bacon, tomato, nice, shot points. Let us look at the card collection. Eevee and its evolutions. Flareon. I don't know why that one's not loading. Very strange. Did we get a Jolteon EX? Nope. So sad. I think it's just because there's 2 different Flareons that are available in this set. So as long as you get one of them. Eevee and its evolutions 1. What is is this? Lots of Sylveons, lots of Flareons, different Eevees, full arts and otherwise. So sad. Pokemon that use their tails. Abipom, Greedent, Mincino. Okay. All the sweets relay goodness. Milcery, Splurpuff. Also, colorless, dude. This is the deck right here. This is it. Minus Appleton, because forget that guy. But this is the deck. You stack water energy, you go to town. That's it. That's going to be a good meme deck. Arduino, do the wave. 20 damage for each of your benched Pokemon. So 60 up to 80 for 2 energy. Not bad. And then, of course, you get an icon for 3 Alcremie cards. All right. Cool beans. Cool beans. Oh, what's still going on over here? Oh, Stays Time Smackdown. Nice. Okay. Nose. Eevee Grove. Yep. A3B. Dragonite EX. Cannot believe that I freaking called it. During next turn, Pokemon can't attack. So no matter what, it cannot attack. So you'd have to retreat it in some fashion. All right. That's a cool full art. Full mouth manner. We'll have to look at the offering rates, see if they're any different this go around. Of course, update notice. We can now, in fact, trade these. Step up battles. Nice. No crazy sort of changes. Oh, don't forget the Ultra Beast Wonder Pick event is still probably happening. Yes, it is. Don't forget your free cards, friends. Stakataka. All right. Free stuff is always good. And I'm one away from the Ultra Beast sort of spiciness. Now, looking as to what it is, I'm not certain what we'd want to go for other than... Oh no. I don't like this. It's like French. Casey Kibitz. Sorry, friend. You've changed your craziness on me. It's bad enough trying to get Pokemon in England. Sorry, friend. But I ain't got time for that. That would have been perfect, but no. Cup Canil. There's Serena from the old set. Got some people who still did some openings in the past, so nothing new. All right, so nice little bonus tip, right, friends? If we do this, woo! Scroll all the way down here. Booster pack specifically, all the way down. Now we can have just Eevee Grove, and we can see that there are, in fact, 107 cards ready to go. In addition, what I'm going to do, that way then I can start getting this good stuff, is making sure that I wish list every single one of these cards. So you hit this, and what that'll do is now when you've wish listed it, it's going to show up, as it says, it's going to show up a little heart on Wonder Picks. A little bit nice visual icon, completely unnecessary, very, very useful. Let's do it to it. Applin, Appleton. This is a little bit easier to do. Oops. If you get yourself a touch screen, sadly. So not bad. All right, we'll do some solo battles here in a hot second. Glaceon. Can't believe that I've got a few of these cards already. Got the sweets. Sweet Tooth. Not too much. Certainly there's going to be some synergy happening. Definitely the Incineroar card with Hal. That's going to be a game changer for the original Incineroar. Decidueye, oh my gosh, with Hal. That's going to be freaking insane. Pierce the Pain plus the two. I mean, it's just 2 energy. That's going to be a good one. I can already see it happening. 47 is Mawile. Oh, we have a Mawile. Okay. Which means that we've also got Iron Beam Breaker. Is that this one? Possibly. Hododamaru. Bristling Spikes. Oh, this is going to be one of the Chansey picks later on. During your opponent's next turn, if this Pokemon is damaged, it does 30 damage. Okay, nice. So it is a better version of Druddigon. Oops. Got our beautiful friend Dragonite EX. Yeah, boy. Compare that to the original. That's a cute full art rainbow card right there. Nice. I'm liking it. Drampa. I didn't actually see this one. Well, that's just the old Berserk. No, I guess it still just does Berserk. Dragon's Breath is the new one. We'll have to see. Penny, definitely want her. Drampa. Regular Eevee with the collect. Eevee EX. Yeah, boy. Abipom. Corkscrew Punch. Won't stir your dream, but put a random Pokemon tool from your deck into your hand. Okay, so that would be... That'd be pretty good with School Vet. Greedent. Audino. I already saw her. Right? We got all those. And then taking a look, Eevee Bag is the other tool or item that we've got. So we have one item. We have a Pokemon tool. We have this supporter. We saw Penny. That's it. Okay, so really, this is gonna be the card. This is it. Decidueye EX, Incineroar EX, Primarina EX. This is gonna be game changing because 30 damage. That is significant. Flareon. Gotta like all the things. Gotta wish list all the things. So that way then I can see all the stuff that I don't have. It's nice that there is a smaller set. I mean, obviously it's a mini set. So you can definitely collect the cards. And have lots of dupes. Lots of dupes. Umbreon already did. Eevee already did. 79. Flareon EX. Primarina. Sylveon, there we go. 82. Dragonite, 83. Almost done. Not really. 84. 85. Full Art Hal. Full Art Penny. I wonder if it's going to show you. Can we sneak a peek at the full arts? I want some of these full arts. Oh my gosh. Just to have them. Okay. So full art Hal, full art Penny. All right, not bad. They look kind of cool. $87, 88, 89, 90. Almost there, friends. Highly recommend you do the same. That way you can see these pieces on your Wonder Trades. A Pinsir, a shiny Pinsir. Shiny Lapras. Okay. I see you. Shiny Voltorb. Not a fan, but okay. I think they're just blue, is all that it is. Shiny Ralts. That's going to be fun. Shiny Kirla. Shiny Gardevoir, the black one. Hell yes. Wish list. Shiny Ekans. I actually don't know what a shiny Ekans looks like. I'm about to Shiny Moltres? What? Shiny Moltres EX. Shiny Articuno EX. That means my boy Zapdos. My boy Zapdos. He gets a Thundering Hurricane. Shiny. My boy Zapdos. Guy EX. All right, all right. We're going to have to take a peek at all of these. And then Eevee Bag is the Crown Rare. Eevee Bag. All right, so let's check it out. Here's everything, friends. Is it going to let me? There we go. All right, so this is everything that we just looked at. It's going to maybe do a better version over here. Hold on. Nope. Interesting. This has not been updated yet. Don't forget, you could do the Twitch drops tomorrow. I know that I'm certainly going to be streaming. All right, well. So there's that Appleton that we were looking at. I want to see the fancy-dancy full art cards. All right, so. Enhance. There's Carbink. So Carbink does not have an evolution. Interesting. Diancie. That's the one. Diancie is what I was thinking of. Mawile, Powerful Vice. Flip coin if your opponent's Pokemon is now paralyzed. Interesting. Can't believe I called Dragonite EX. Pseudo Legendary. That's where it is. Chatot. Pretty good. Pretty good. Compare it with the other one. So Eevee Bag. During this turn, attacks used by a Pokemon that evolved from Eevee. So only Eeveelutions do an extra 10 damage, or you can heal 20 damage from each. So you could definitely stack this. Eevee Bag is kind of going to be a necessary fire Flareon sort of thing. Speaking of, Assisting Heater, 40 damage. Take a fire energy from your energy zone, attach it to one of your benched Pokemon. So you're going to have to run regular Flareon with Flareon EX. You're going to have to run regular Leafeon with Leafeon EX. That's such a cool card. Again, I'm a Jolteon fanboy, but like that's such a cool card. Primarina, we already kind of stole a peek at. Penny. Nice. Full arts all over the place. Rainbows. There's my boy. Shiny Pinsir. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Shiny Pinsir. Guillotine Rush. Flip a coin until you get tails. 3 energy. That's kind of energy crazy, but all right. Lapras is the Hydro Pump, so easy squeezy. Not a bad one. It's there. We got, of course, Voltorb and Electrode from the previous sets. Oh, I was hoping it'd be black Gardevoir, but that's, I think, a Mega. It's a blue. Ekans. I'm not a fan, but we got Gold Arbok. That's kind of cool. Shiny Farfetch'd. Oh, my boys. Yeah. Pink. Ugh. But definitely doable. And then there's the gold. There's the chase card for this particular set. May the odds be ever in your favor. All right, let's get back to it. Wonder Pit. Anything good? Lots of people opening up cards right now. I'm hoping that there's going to be a Wonder Picks for days. Anything good? Anything good? There's a Slurpluff. There's my Jolteon that I want. I'll probably use this one because that's a 60% chance of getting something good. Serena. Yeah, so where's that one of 3? Yeah, it's going to be this one. It's not ideally what I want to do. Dude, I got it too. I got it as well. It's freaking awesome. Gonna have to post that short to my my sort of craziness. Bottom right, gang. Swoobat, nice. Not the one I wanted. I wanted the Arduino, believe it or not, but Swoobat is... He's cute. Look at him. Look at him. Right on. Right on. Dude, I can't believe it. You missed it, sadly. I was hypothesizing earlier in stream. You'll have to rewatch the VOD, but I totally called that there would be a Dragonite EX. Totally called it. It was pretty great. I'm a little sad that there's not going to be any sort of way to do like the big beat sort of thing with it. But dude, 180 damage is insane. That can take out a Charizard, and it's going to be great. It's going to be great. But certainly in terms of at least meme decks, I'm as I'm sure everyone else will, definitely want to try out a dessert deck. Colorless energy for days. In fact, let's do this. Did you get anything else good decks? I only got the immersive, and then I've got, you know, a couple other cards here, there, everywhere, like Vanillish. I've already got him. Thanks. Bear says thanks. All right, let's check out the step-up battles, see what sort of craziness we can endure, and then maybe I can be able to earn enough points to get some good stuff. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Solo. Actually, hold on. Results announced. Hey, check it out. Yeah, buddy. I got 3. Hooray. There's what I need. I needed those. See? I know there's a reason I came here. But ranked matches are coming out. All right, let's do another 10. We got the time. We got the energy. We got the stamina. Long and hard. Think about it. All right, cool. Yes. Oh. Let's see if maybe I can get lucky and pull, I don't know, a full art, something. Okay. Ooh, I got two shinies. Nice. All right, cool. There's something back there. Double Mincino. Salazzle. Kind of concerns me that lizard Pokemon. Ooh, hey. Nice. 2-star Flareon. I'll take it. Mola. Abipom. Alright, I've got 2 How now. Whiscash. Earthquake. 10 damage to each of your benched Pokemon. That's crazy. 130. It's basically a very energy-hungry Rampardos without the knockback, so that's pretty cool, actually. This might see some use. We shall see. Pair that with a... Oh, dude, you can stack Lucarios. So, 150 damage with 1 Lucario, 170 with double, and it is a stage 1 Pokemon, so a quick evolution, stack the energy. I don't know of any other, I didn't see any other good fighting energy. Oh man, I just skipped Salandit, my bad. Tropius. Ooh. Carbink, what is? Yes. Shiny. Cute little Dratini. Dratini was actually my very, very first Pokemon card way back in the day. Like, holds a special heart in my place. The original Dratini card from base set was my very first Pokemon card. Nice. There's Eevee bag. 2 Dratinis, 2 Eevee bags. What about second breakfast? Brion, Steenie, Mindfu, Vanillux, Double Spin. Okay, so not a fan of this, but 80 damage is nothing too crazy. Average damage, flip a coin, 40. So yeah, average damage is 40. So that's not too bad, statistically speaking. But Sweets Relay, everybody's favorite thing. And I've got a Penny. This is going to be crazy, personally. So Penny, look at a random supporter card that is not Penny from your opponent's deck and shuffle it back into their deck. Use the effect of that card as the effect of this card. So, knowing that everybody runs 2 professors in their deck, guess what? You now have an professor. Or, you know, assuming whatever the meta is going to shape out to be, you might be able to use Savali like crazy. So there you go, friends. This has got a lot of synergy with Savali. Silvalai, Purloin, more leftovers. Finally got a Woobat, a Swirlix, Alcremie, right? You actually get an emblem if you got a few of these guys. More Dratini. More Dratini. Nice. Eevee, collect. Okay, here we go. Here we go. What is? Shiny Gaiade. Heck yes, buddy. All right, you know what? Hold up. Wait a minute. Oops, nope. Wait a minute. I could have sworn. Shiny Gardevoir. I could have sworn that it was black. Or is that just Mega? Nah, yeah, it's just Mega. Regular Shiny Gardevoir. We don't got no, That's so sad. What about Mega Gardevoir? Yeah, it's just white, so it's only the shiny that's got the black dress. That's so sad. So sad. But that's okay. We're good. We're golden. Poplio. Another Dragonair. Liepard. All right, what do we got? Shiny Articuno, 2 for 2? Oh, man. Could you imagine if I got all 3? Nice. Oh, I guess that was the end of it. Still, thank you. RNGesus, thank you. Hopefully you guys are getting just as good as I am, if not better. In fact, I wish you better luck than myself. It's only together that we can overcome the darkness. Did not get my boy the Zapdos. But soon enough. Where were we? All right. Solo battles. All right, do some of these. I'll be able to pull another, hopefully, sort of goodness. All right, we need basic Pokemon. We need basic fire. Oh, heck, what the heck? Did I delete my fire deck like an idiot? I did. All right, let's build one, I suppose. Clear. So no improvements to the search functionality, unfortunately. But Incineroar EX, we now have How, so that's going to be crazy smashed. Kindle. Okay. Check it. I didn't even think about this. Kindle will now have synergy with Flareon with that combustibility. Okay. Clear. Can't believe I deleted it. I'm an idiot. All right, chillax. Let me see what I got going on here. Hold on. Charizard deck. Let me just run it back. So Savali. one communication. We're gonna run it with Mars. Run it with Sabrina. I gotta grab a Sabrina. Lily. What else? What else? What else? What else? I guess it's only one Gladion? Yeah, because you have to have... Let's completely destroy it. Maybe, maybe. Let's go. Everybody and their mother is streaming right now. Holy crap. Nice. All right. So really, unfortunately, we can just kind of ignore these lower battles, as it were, simply because they're not really going to give us valuable information, as it were. We have to wait until we get to the expert level to see exactly, quote unquote, what the decks are going to be capable of moving forward. Nice. Here we go. Oh, see, this is what makes the Charizard card so powerful, is that if you're lucky enough to get what I just did, then you're going to be able to end a game pretty much within the first handful of rounds. Char. See if I can get a type null. I can. Ask and you shall receive, friends. And then we just kind of coast from here, because freaking Charizard is Charizard. There is no poor answer to this grass deck. That's why I picked it. Artillery. Applin. Nice. That's a cute card, though. No cards. Yep. Play a Lily or something. Nope. 170 damage. That's insane. All right. Hopefully we can get the pack points. Only 2, really? What's the third one? Oh, it was only 2. So yeah, there we go. You get the initial plus the 2. So water type, basic Pokemon. I don't have a water. rental decks? Yes, it's a good one. See, I don't know about the rental decks. That's the only thing. I could just Wug Trio it up. Yeah, I could. I think I'll do Crabominable just because that has pretty good potential. Let's see, Crabominable, Pimikyu, Alolan Vulpix. Yeah, let's do this. Just for funsies. I'm actually going to be right back. So... Nice, 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 nice. I have returned. Just in time. Dude, that Alolan Ninetales freaking destroys shit. Shot points for days. Slowly, surely accumulating the good stuff. Rion. My Dex. Magnezone. Lightning Pokemon. Okay, so nothing too crazy seen yet. Lots of, as is the case with the beginner decks, lots of very weak, very sort of easy to attack combos. No real answers to the decks coming back from the current meta. Interesting. A little bit of everything. Car. Be able to heal, which is kind of sad, but you know. All right, the real question is, am I gonna sacrifice Magnemite or not? Kind of have to, unfortunately. We'll let the AI kind of take over. I'm just kind of curious as to what it thinks the answer is. 40? Nice. Magnemite lives to see another day. Professor! Or do I Pokemon Center Lady and hope for the best? I don't think so, but... Pokeball, nice. Moral, Oral. There's Magnemite. Cool. So I'll be able to, Magneton. There it be. Nothing too crazy. Illuminate. I actually don't think I have any other Pokemon. Yeah, so this is it. Zap. Oh, it's steel because it's ice. Damn, I didn't even think about that. Some ASMR, goodness. Oricorio. Hopefully, so my goal, friends, to be perfectly honest, once I open up my next 10 pool after doing a few of these step-up battles, I'm gonna go play Death Stranding. Because this is a good game, because Hideo Kojima is a visionary. Yes! Leo having 70 HP off the bat is wild. You alright, bud? She's no match for my Schwartz. Why did I have it up here earlier? I'm just gonna stick up here. Two seconds, because this is important. My OCD requires that it sticks. Yeah, see? Can't really tell though, unfortunately. I need to like hang it up in some fashion. Good enough. Six pack points, nothing too crazy. I need more. More fire. Hey, what's up, dude? Welcome back. Currently looking at all the cards to see if, in fact, this is going to change the meta, quote unquote. Don't know if it will, but maybe, just maybe, we might get lucky. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling. I mean, certainly I would like to think that there's some stuff, but I don't know, man. I do feel as though there's going to be at least one or two synergy decks, but really, to be perfectly honest, the first deck that I want to build, of all things, is the freaking, hold on, let me show you, is the, where's that? Is the, oh man, where'd it go? So I want to build the dessert deck with Milkery, Alcremie, Swirlix, just because that Sweet's Relay. It's totally a gimmick, but other than that, not a whole lot. I was looking, can't believe that Flareon EX, it's going to have some pretty good synergy with Red Oricorio. I was looking. Other than that, How is going to be basically the card that's going to bring Incineroar deck. That's what I'm thinking. How is going to bring Decidueye, Incineroar, and of course the new Primarina basically to the forefront. Those are going to be the decks that I can foresee popping up somewhere on the tier list. I don't know exactly where they're going to show up, but they're going to be somewhere on the tier list. Other than that, I'm just going to keep pulling chase cards for the other sets that I need. I don't know. What are your thoughts on the matter? Anything good that you got so far? Or did you just not pick it at all? Right now I'm letting the AI do solo battles because I want to start collecting data. I want to start looking at the expert decks. Damn, all right. You got the gold Eevee, the backpack. Congrats, Zelda. Right on. I'm thoroughly surprised that they made another item. I mean, they did it before the world, but they made another item, the gold card. Kind of cool, but slowly, surely, I guess we're gonna have to get more crown rares. Full art Ilma. All right. That was actually, so the immersive is the very first, like, within the first 10 pack that I pulled, I got it. So that'll be a nice, easy sort of addition to my collection, as it were. But at the moment, just farming pack points. That way I can open up some more. Trying to see what the cards do, as it were. But unfortunately, I can't get any reliable data until we get to the I would say at least the advanced section, but obviously expert is where it's at. But I'm actually, I mean, I know that it was only supposed to be 100 cards in the pack, but I'm actually thoroughly surprised how, I guess, in a way, how small this set is, if that makes sense. I'm going to use the same deck as we did before. Using the Abominable deck was very powerful because of Alolan Ninetales. Yes, I was expecting baby Pokemon, to be perfectly honest. Just because, like, in my mind, Eevee Grove, like, I was thinking, like, Pichu and, like, more Togepi, friggin' even, like, Mr. Mime Jr., like, I was thinking all the babies, but I guess not. Which is fine. We don't need the babies. Litten. One thing that I did get, I was very sad I did not get the Zapdos, but I pulled both of the new shiny legendary birds. That was pretty cool. I got Moltres and Articuno. I was really hoping for the Zapdos just because he's my boy, but, you know, you live, you learn, you laugh, you love, all that fun stuff. Crabominable, nice. I did see the Primarina EX. Oh, energy. Oops. It's pretty good. I like the healing factor. The fact that, I mean, granted, you have to be stacking energy onto it. It's a pretty energy-hungry card. However, with the How card, the new supporter, it's going to bring back Incineroar, Decidueye, all this entire generation. Like, those are going to be at least top 10 in the meta starting this weekend. Especially the previous sets, Incineroar EX with the Scar-Starred, wow, cannot talk. The Star-Starred Battle, whatever the hell it is. Just because it is truly, I mean, it's just 30 damage, and it's an extra 30 damage. So it's going to be kind of crazy. Plus, like you said, the full art card, very pretty. Very pretty. I mean, most of the full art cards. That was actually the Dragonite EX full art. It's pretty cute, too, with the weather balloons. Yes, Decidueye Masquerade is going to come back in a big way. Big. Because of the How card. But that's okay. No skin off my teeth, certainly. 60. Nice. So I'm doing 100 damage to fire Pokemons. There's Alolan Ninetales, which truly, that's... Oh, nope. That's what I want to get out in front, because it does bench damage. Granted, it does require 3 energy for the Blizzard, but, dude, 20 damage to each of the benched Pokemon, that's pretty nice. But yeah, Decidueye is going to come back in a big way, especially the Pierce the Pain. Dude, I don't know if the Howl card interacts with Pierce the Pain, but if it does, that is wild. Otherwise, that's still an additional 30 damage to its base attack, which let me look. All cards. Load. Yeah, so if we take a quick peek here, the Decidueye sort of craziness, enhance, right? That's doing 111 damage with the new Howl supporter card. No, especially since it has the EX, like Oricorio yellow. Decidueye EX is going to be crazy because 100 damage. That's basically a better version of Cyrus, in my opinion. With the Howl card that now does 110 damage for Razor Leaf, 2 energy, that is wild. You know, you can still pair it with Sniping Arrow. So I can definitely see this deck climbing because of the new card. The new Incineroar. If I can spell. So, Scar, Charge, Smash. That does 140 damage, assuming you've got damage on it from, you know, its evolutions. But again, with the new Howl card, that's up to 170. So, pretty wild. It can almost take out, especially if you Fire Fang one, it can almost take out a Shining Revelry Charizard. And then the new Darkness Lariat. It's up to 200 damage if you are lucky with the coin flips, but average damage will just be 100. You could be unlucky like me and just completely whiff it and do 0 damage. So, we'll see. Exactly, Zelda, exactly. It's just better Cyrus. And then Primarina. Yes, Primarina. You could definitely run both of these. One of each if you really wanted to. I don't know why you'd want to, except for the fact that this thing does heal 30 to each of your water Pokemon, including this one. So if you had one of each in your set, you're technically healing for 50 damage if you're using Sparkling Aria a turn. So completely negates any sort of poison or chip damage that could be coming at him. I'm predicting that Giratina Darkrai, his reign may be coming to an end here pretty soon. If nothing else for this card, certainly there are cards like Espeon and even Umbreon, so it's going to be great. Pretty much shutting down, again, Umbreon, shutting down pretty much any and all basics. Nice. Victory! More shot points that I do not need, but I'm looking for them pack points. Vaporeon. So we're looking for Lightning, yes, which is what we have. Shiinotic Magnezone. This deck carried me at the very end of the last meta. So I was like 10 o'clock at night, I'm freaking out, my time at least, because the freaking stuff ends in an hour, the season ended in an hour, and like I could not for the life of me climb. So I'm like, I just got to do it. So I equipped this particular deck, and dude, I went on a 7-win streak. So love the consistency of this deck. I only lost once. Oh, I was so stressed out. Yes. I don't remember what specifically they're doing with it, because I know that they were talking about doing both things. The D rank happening, and then also potentially the multi-win streak happening. I don't think the multi-win streak is happening this one, maybe the next one. It'd be nice if they did both. Just because there are times where, like, I'll win like 3 in a row, and then I'll lose 3 in a row. Like, dude, if I could get up to, I mean, technically all of us, if we could get up to a win streak up in Ultra Ball, Master Ball, then that would be freaking ideal. But I guess we'll find out. Either way, it's going to be nice, because once you climb, then, you know, you get the floor. You're not going to be able to D-rank. Oh my god. I D-ranked so many times last season. It was very sad. Very sad. No, I didn't see, because when I was running, hold on. When I was running my I'm a tracker, as it were, because I track all my crap. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? I don't think I won any, nope, not a document. I need a slide. Google Sheets. Yeah, there were no... bonus points. There was only the regular points. So, yeah, so there were the pieces up in Great Ball, but once you got to Ultra Ball, it was pretty much just win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. There were no things, but certainly that multi-win streak could have helped me climb multiple times. Like there's that win streak that I was with the Oricorio Magnezone, Shinonic Magnezone deck. But some of these, like, dude, I could not win. Could not win last season a little bit. It was kind of rough, 56%. But hey, at least I finished. It'll be good. Exactly. I'm super excited. I've always been trying to get to Master Ball. I'm terrible. So we shall see. We shall see. All right, what's going on here? What's going on here? What did I do, the AI? Sabrina, Pokemon Center Lady. Yeah, we'll have some fun. There we go. Yeah, flippity flop, drop top taco shop. Get out of here, Glaceon. Nobody likes you. Chatot. Pokemon is now confused. Okay, okay. Don't see that very often. Only a couple Pokemon have the confused status effect on them. I forget what that does. Is it just a coin flip to work or not? I actually don't remember. I do not remember. Yeah, we'll be fine. Coin flip. Yep. Meowscarada. Tears through them, but a caped Giratina with red. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That is entirely true. But again, now that we've got the new How supporter card, Meowsca Decidueye, Meowscarada, it's going to be killer. You can hit it with Meowscarada, it'll probably retreat. Even if it survives, then you can pair it out with Pierce the Pain. It'll be pretty good. That's probably going to be the deck that I'm chasing this particular set, if I can get those cards. Well, really, I already have the How card, so it's just a matter of building the Decidueye EX deck. Yeah. But in terms of the EXs, at least all the EXs that are presented with this particular set, all the Flareon and Sylveon and whatnot, they really benefit from running multiples of Eevee. So it's going to be one of those things where you kind of have to buy into the shtick of this particular set of running, you know, Sylveon and Eevee or Flareon. I found out that Flareon EX has synergy with the red Oricorio from a couple sets ago, so that's pretty nifty. Just because Flareon EX's ability, it pulls from the discard pile, which I'm not a big fan of, but it works. Thunder Blast. Oh no, ads. So sad. It's not a scary build against an Espeon deck because at most it's 6 energy. Okay. But 6 energy, that's 120 damage. So, certainly nothing to shake a stick at. Let's see. 6 energy, a 212 cat, and a 101 owl. Speak to me like I'm 3 years old. I don't know what a 212 cat and 101 owl is. I'm assuming. Yes, ads. It's terrible. Whoa! Make it so that way I can turn this on, turn this off. Yeah, buddy. Nice. So, certainly... anything good? Anything good? Nope. But we do have a Magnezone. Oh, I realized I'm fighting lightning with lightning. I did not change it up like I was supposed to. I needed a fighting deck. Them spotting words. Or Choreo. "42 seconds, and then we'll get back on track." All right. Nothing too crazy. Gotta love this. Pokeball, go! Where's it at? Magnezone Shiinotic. Yeah, there it is. Hey, Amelia. Welcome. Good times. I'm doing pretty okay. Checking out the new set, as it were, like we all are. Was super excited. I got the immersive Eevee in my first 10 pull. About to hopefully get enough pack points to do a third 10 pull. Did you get anything good? Did you have as much luck as me? Apparently Zelda here got the gold Eevee backpack, so kudos to them. It's decent. Like I said, I'm doing the step-up battle, so it's not anything exciting until we get to the expert tier, and then, in my opinion, we'll be able to see what the new cards have in store for us. But really, truly, nothing too bad at all. Let's see. I'm gonna put Cape on you just for giggles. Shiinotic's gonna get taken out right now, and that's okay. And we'll take away his leftovers. But what about you, Amelia? Any luck? Pulling anything crazy? Anything good? Certainly, I do enjoy all the Eevees. I do wish there was baby Pokemon, though. That would have upped the adorable factor up to a period of 10. Oh man. Certainly. I'm not gonna say no. You can always DM me. All my contact info's in the bottom there. I would certainly appreciate it. But other than that, it's a good stream. Let's see. Likewise, you can also check out all my socials up there in the corner. Bada bing, bada boom, bang, bang, boom. We'll let the AI take over from here because it's donezo now that Magnezone is up and about. Oh, don't forget to hydrate, friends. It's late or early, depending on where you are. I know for me, I've got a couple more rounds of this. It'll be great. Shiinotic will play him. Start Stack Attacka. Magnezone. Just play all the cards. Probably going to put out the Mincino because he doesn't want to use the Galvantula. I'm actually kind of curious to how this card will perform because it's a 2 energy, and in order to use it, you've got to discard the entirety of the energy off of it. So, I guess we'll see. I guess we shall see. Well, I don't need this anymore. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. Not bad. Not bad. Truly could be worse. Nice. Almost up to level 50. That'll be exciting. I'm curious if they're gonna raise the level cap at all. Darkness. So that's gonna be Giratina, Darkrai for certain. Do I have any other darkness decks? Nope, that's it. Darkness, everlasting darkness of Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, truly. We'll do Darkrai on Giratina benched. Just for giggles. Just because he's got 3 energy. Yeah, they'd need to, because I mean, even if they raise it just to like 60, the exponential growth of each level, it's going to give people. I mean, Pokemon Go had the same issue. I raised myself up to level 40, whatever the hell the cap was, like super quick, because I live right across the street from a park, and I can access Pokemon Center, Pokemon Gym, like anytime I want to. So it's kind of crazy. But who knows? It'd be kind of cool to be like, I'm level 100. But I doubt that they would actually do anything with it. Another Tina. There's my other Darkrai. Cool, cool. I would like a Nihilego, though. Nice. So, Ailman, remind me, why did you want to pull the full art Ilma? Is she just, they just one of your favorite Pokemon trainers? Do you like the art, or you have like a deck in mind that you're trying to build? There's Nihilego. Ah, chasing him. All right, fair enough, fair enough. Man of culture. I just need my full art Misty, full art Sabrina for scientific reasons. That's all I'll say. Fair enough. I'm really, again, never will happen, but I'm really wanting them, as most of the community is. They need to make pack points universal, or at least like exchangeable between, like, even if it's like a 2-to-1, like, hey, if I've got 1,000 genetic apex, because, you know, whatever, I can buy other pack points. That would be really cool to add to like the shop. Certainly it would be, in my opinion, worth it. Because if they're not going to give us an outright, just all the pack points exist for everything, then, you know, give us something. I'm still waiting for dark mode. Never going to happen. Oh no! Oh my god. Here we go! Potion, my guy. I can't lose to the AI on the intermediate. That'd be so sad. But yeah, certainly in terms of full art cards, like, truly. Nope, get out of here, Primeape. I don't want you. I enjoy running the Primeape deck that I had, but is a trainer, yes. Where's that? There are 2 cards? Yeah, 2 stars. Like Giovanni, look at how big of a boss he is. I'm really sad that I didn't pull him. Sabrina is my favorite trainer from the original. Lieutenant Surge can just go to hell, truly. Look at the aura that Cyrus has. Oh, wait. I'm not even... I forgot to change the scene. There we go. Where was I? Look at how badass Giovanni is. I could see why. But Cyrus, he's just got like that commanding presence. Barry, he's trying his hardest. Not sure what Adamant is doing. Full art red is kind of cool. But, dude, pretty great. Yes, you and me both. I would do unspeakable things too. I mean, unspeakable things for full art Sabrina. Yes, yes. Oh, dude, that's lame. You have 2 full art berries. I mean, kind of cool though. Very useful during the Giratina Snorlax Greninja sort of little meta that evolved out. But yeah, other than that, not a whole lot going on with it. Not a whole lot going on with it. That's the thing that I'm hoping that this company does, is just like in real life, they'll do like an errata. I mean, certainly you can do it very easily because it's digital. They can just update the cards because Berry, it's tied to regular Snorlax. It's tied to regular Heracross, regular Staraptor. Well, we just got a Snorlax EX dropped. It'd be nice if we can use Berry. Same sort of thing with like freaking, Wagner or Cynthia or any of the named Pokemon, because like it sucks that they're never going to be used. The Acerola card, now we have another Mimikyu, so like cool, but who knows? Unless they're going to keep adding more different varieties of these named Pokemon, like Dupiter, like I guess you can build a meme deck around it, but it's never going to see any real sort of action, any sort of real traction. All right, let me check something. Hold on. I don't think I have... Yeah, I've only got 64. Oh my god. I need 120. I need double what I've got. I completely screwed up the dates. I'm thinking like, okay, it releases on the 26th. So I've just got to start, I'll stop pulling pack points now. That way I can open up extra packs. I'm not realizing that, because of time zones, it's technically already the 26th. So I'm like a full day behind. It was super sad. Nice. Clear these out. Wonder pick, Diablo. Yes, indeed. Any good wonder picks for me? At least the free one. Appleton. K by Palm. Ooh, full art Leafeon. All right, I might pull that. I might use it. Full art Flareon. Drampa, Jolteon. All right. Let's use some points. I've got 648, so let's do a little bit. Now watch as how unlucky I am. Yep, damn. I did get a Jolteon though. Got my boy Jolteon. Beginning Bolt. I've already got one though. No, I have to add it to the thing. I did not get one. I already got the Flareon. Yeah. That's what it was. Eevee and its Eeveelutions. Thanks, Wavy. There's the bonus pick. Free stuff! Even though it's from the old set, free stuff! If nothing else, it'll let you trade, and plus, you're getting Stardust. So, free stuff! Yeah, dude, that's exactly what I was just saying earlier, Dex. How is going to completely allow the Incineroar to, be a thing. Incineroar EX, the Primarina EX, Decidueye is my biggest sort of like, it's already an OP card, mix it with the How. It's going to be crazy. I don't know how we're going to be able to counter it. Yes. Yes, indeed. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. But thankfully, at least now we have an answer to the Buzzwole meta. It's the age-old concern of power creep. We're just gonna keep raising the bar and increasing the power, but what are you gonna do? Oh damn. So many good cards. So many good cards. Yes. I don't know if the Pierce the Pain is going to be affected by the plus 30. I would like to think it is. Got the Eevee, yes. It's so cute. It's so cute. Look at it. Um, Definitely though the base damage. I was just looking at the card. The base damage is 80. So with a how, it's doing 130, and then you snipe for 100 on turn 2. Yeah. The only reason why is because like if you use like a Giovanni, Greninja doesn't get affected by it, or if you use like any other bench sniping thing. Maybe I'm wrong and I'm just forgetting it completely, but in my experience, to my knowledge, it's only actual attacks. But let's read the. That is true. That is true. Let me read the flavor. Let me read the text. Hold up. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Nope, not duplicates. That's not what I wanted. How? Yeah, so it has to be attacks. Attacks used by your Decidueye. Da, 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 da. So, Pierce the Pain is an attack. You are right. You are right. And it does due to active, so it would have to be inactive spot. But oh no, you can't use a Cyrus. I guess it's between 2 turns. You could attack the enemy, they retreat, you Cyrus them back. You use that just seems complicated. Still, an extra 30 damage. This is basically a better version of red, assuming you're using one of this gen. So it's gonna be great. Yeah, Decidueye and Incineroar are gonna be killer. Primarina, maybe. It's got healing, but I'm not so certain. I won't really know, honestly, until we kind of did I get a Primarina? I don't think I did. I did not. So sad. We won't really know until all the way down. Until we can kind of fight the AI as it were and see what this first weekend of EVEX Audino. I guess we'll just take a look here. Because Hydro Pump, it's a single energy, but then if you got 2 energy, that's already 80 damage, which is nice. It's a nice incremental attack. And then once you get to 3, then you start doing 100, healing 20. If you pair this with the original version of freaking Primarina, the original Primarina, this lady, where's she at? She's not on here. Where is it at? Fascinating. It's not in the related card section. If you take it with this Primarina, it has the ability to heal. So you could technically be healing for 50 damage a turn, completely negating poison and chip damage. So like a Darkrai Nylago deck, nobody cares. You could use Repel. That's right. So yeah, we got this Primarina here, which heals for 30. This is the original one from the Lunala deck. And then we've got the new Eevee, which you've got Hydro Pump and then Sparkling Aria. So pretty powerful. Up to, with the Howl, 130 damage. So definitely crazy. Especially if you've hit it with the Hydro Pump previously. 2 retreat cost. Do with it what you will. Definitely you can sing. Maybe buy you some time to evolve and use rare candy, but pretty good. Yes, Howl would only work for the EX. That would be the new version. But it does have synergy, at least in terms of keeping you alive with the original because of the ability. This would just be a supporter card. You probably, at least personally, would want to run one of each. I wouldn't run 2 EXs. I guess you could. But we shall see. We shall see. Come on, load. Really hoping they can optimize the loading screens and the animations. Alright, anything else good? Mawile, Abipom. I want to pull this Flareon. I want to pull this Leafeon. Let's try. I'm gonna burn through all of these freaking hourglasses. Oh my god. Alright, bottom right gang. Leafeon, Leafeon, Leafeon. Damn it. That was a very expensive school vet. 3. Big yikes. Thanks, Beana. Alright, any other full arts? I saw that Flareon. There it is. Very, very expensive. We'll just do 12 because I think that was the last full art that's available on my Wonders. Bottom right, gang. Bottom right. Damn it. I'm really wanting them to use some form of new currency, or maybe you can spend additional to pick again. Because, like, now that I've picked the Stratini, I would totally pay to pick out of the remaining 4. So instead of 20% chance, it's now a 25% chance. I would definitely like that. Please, please, next update. Yeah, sneak peeks are probably going to be worth it. You're right. I don't know when the next sneak peek event is. Let's find out. What does the schedule say on the Pokezone? What does it say? Upcoming. We got the premium shop. Why didn't it load? There we go. So we got the premium shop with the Eevee goodness starting. Yeah. The Totemaru Green Wonder Pick event on the 11th. Special bonus picks for the Eevee bag. Okay, okay. Special Greedent, Alcremie drop events. Spoilers, by the way, if you're too worried about it. Premium missions. Oh, they're going to have a summer. Nice, nice, nice. But I don't see any, sadly, any sneak peek events. What does Pokezone say? Eevee Grove, Premium Pass, Aurora, yes, 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 and then it kind of just ends. So it only goes up to the 30th. It's so sad. Hopefully we'll get one. Hopefully. But there is no nothing leaked yet. Any other full arts that I'm able to get? Nope, picked them all. Pick your cards, just don't pick your nose. True. It's possible. I'm hoping. But I've got plenty. I've got plenty. Still have like 500. I'm good. What they need to do is they need to buff some sort of trading interface. That's going to be key for them sort of long-term success. Granted, I know that this is a gacha game and they want people to get stuck in the game and have to pull, so they're trying to make the friction as high as possible for collecting every single card, but come on. Acquired the new rental deck of Flareon. Nice, nice, nice. Mass Outbreak. I completed it all. Hooray for shop points that I don't need. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Nope. All right, back to the grind. I need... Umbreon. Grass. Buzzwole it is. Grindcore, yeah, pretty much. Certainly, my energy is in fact being drained. So I tried... I think it was you who was speaking to me about the fact that I only ran one Celesteela at the beginning and I had like a 70% win rate with this particular Buzzwole deck. And how like that's... Oh wait, hold on, I should probably go above and backwards just in case it needs to tank a hit. And how I had like a crazy sort of win rate with this at the very beginning of the season. Well, going to all this sort of craziness. Woo! So yeah, originally Buzzwole, I had a 73% win rate with this thing. When I changed it up at the very end of the season and I included the official Celesteela, dude, I could not win with this deck to save my life. Maybe it was just the Ultra Ball rank that I was in, but dude, when I... So comparing Buzzwole Celesteela at the beginning of my journey, which again, we were fighting old archetypes, even the second day, Again, still kind of fighting old archetypes. I was destroying people at the beginning. But by the time that we got to, this past weekend, 621, could not for the life of me win with the new Buzzwole deck. Oh, I was so sad. I was so sad. I was so hopeful that Buzzwole was going to be the answer. But for me, what wound up being the answer was freaking Magnezone all day. All day Magnezone. Love that guy. Lightning's where it's at. So, yep, good times. And now we're going to have set A3B ranked, and I'm hoping, maybe, just maybe, because the meta hasn't changed too much craziness, at least that we're aware of. We'll have to see how the new EX cards like Dragonite and Flareon, obviously Incineroar is going to get buffed, what that's going to look like moving forward, because like you said, or rather how Dex said, freaking 130 for Decidueye, getting Giratina slapped around. It's going to be wild. It's going to be wild. Especially with Ow. Gonna have to optimize some decks here. I had to rebuild a whole bunch of them because I went through and I deleted pretty much every deck that was just giving me a headache and a half. Which basically means I have no decks. That's what that really means. Nice. I'm actually kind of interested how Greedent is basically like a worse, better version of what's the word I'm looking for? Pachirisu EX? Mars. Do I? Well, there's no point. I don't need to Eono him. Just an AI. Truly, I'm overthinking it. Just let it autoplay. But we'll see. I'm going to stream a little bit tomorrow, do some more solo battles, kind of try and do some theory crafting, as it were. But basically, once ranked starts on Friday, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting indeed. I'm curious if there's going to be any tournaments that run prior to the actual season starting, like private tournaments. Because if so, I might try and get in on them, or at least try and sneak a peek as to what's going on with them. Gonna put Buzz out already? Really? I would have just got him to take Tartana. What again? Dude, this is one of the best gacha games ever. It's not as good as, actual, like the video game Pokemon, but Pokemon TCG Pocket, heck yes. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. If you want, check out my YouTube. I've got a quick little video about the how to basically get started as a new player. Highly recommend. It's a little slow on the explanation, but dude, if you like Pokemon, if you like card games, this is it. And you can totally win if you are free to play. You do not have to spend money. This is one of the better sort of gacha games where you don't actually have to buy. You can. You don't actually have to buy. Yes. Yes, indeed. Pokemon TCG Pockets is what it officially is called. Highly recommend. It's if you've ever played real life Pokemon, it's basically just a sped up version of that in all the best ways. All right, Mars. We'll cape you. Yes, dude. I started with original Pokemon, Red, Blue, Yellow. I played Silver and Gold, and then I think I did Pearl after that. Took a bit of a break. Played Black. No. Yeah, Black and Black 2, and then Sun. So I played a little bit of everything. I remember playing freaking Pokemon Stadium on the N64. It was a great time. Let's see. I'm gonna do Mars just for funsies. What about you? What's your favorite Pokemon game, if you don't mind? Let me know. Personally, I think Pokemon Stadium 2 is one of the top tier Pokemon games, especially the actual 3D battling. Oh my god, custom animations they had for the Pokemon in 3D. I thought the world was changing. It was great. Buzzwole! Victory! Melmetal. Melmetal is going to be weak to fire, so I need a, yeah, fire. Where is Charizard? Char. But dude, even what I want to do is I want to find my old N64. I want to find my, like, Hey You Pikachu. I'm sure you could probably emulate it now that we've got, you know, fancy-dancy computers. Pokemon Stadium 2 for the Nintendo 64. It's an oldie but a goodie. Let us see. Oh man, I don't have all of this kind of craziness, but is this a good photo? Perchance to dream. This is not the N64 ones. Nice. Yeah, dude, I used to emulate, I don't know if I still have it somewhere on one of my old hard drives, but I used to emulate and play, freaking Advanced Wars for Game Boy Advance. That was literally my life for, like, the entirety of my, high school career. But, let's see. Boyo here is asking about video games, what some good ones are. Personally, I am a huge fan. We're gonna take a bit of a break. Huge fan of the Pokemon Stadium series. I wish upon a fish they need to bring back for, like, the Switch Pokemon Stadium, attach it to Pokemon Home. They have the ability. Everything is a Nintendo account, truly. But dude, this particular game, the Lickitung game, I was killer at. Killer at that and the clear cut challenge with Pinsir and Scyther. Oh, dude, so fun, so fun. But for all the games, like, seriously, looking as to what it is, I had red, I had blue, I had yellow, so I had these three. Obviously, didn't get the Japanese versions. I had gold, I had silver, skipped crystal, played the Pokemon TCG Game Boy Color to the ground. I beat that game 7 different ways to Sunday. Pokemon Pinball I still have somewhere around here. I was looking at it the other day. Skipped Ruby Sapphire, skipped Emerald, skipped all this. I didn't do the advanced versions. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon was pretty cool. Then I got back during Pearl, that's what it was. Skipped Heart Gold, did Black 2. Didn't play any of the DS games otherwise. I heard Mystery Dungeon is pretty good though. Mystery Dungeon is pretty good. Another one is the Darkness. Yeah, Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness with Evil Lugia. Dude, Nintendo GameCube. Heck yes. That was another fun game. Pokemon Coliseum. Tasty. Many hours lost. Spent, rather, I should say. Spent. Many hours spent. It's not a waste if you're having fun. Alright. Yeah, I gotta find emulators for all my old games. Just because, like, I'm getting the nostalgia itch. Like, I need to find a good PS2 emulator because I want to play Lifeline of all things. If you've ever heard of that game, it's an old original, like, PlayStation 2 terrible game. Really? That's absolutely the worst. Oh, it's because I turned on auto. Oh, I'm an idiot. I was really hoping to be able to emulate Switch games, but freaking Nintendo sued Kuzu into the ground, whatever the hell it's called. So that's not a thing anymore. Let's see. Yuzu, not Kuzu, Yuzu. They sued Yuzu into the ground. Eevee. They're gonna give us 1,000 trade tokens. All right, cool. I wonder. If there's going to be any other sort of fanciness of the summer event that's possibly going to be happening. We shall see. Defeat. Stupid AI. Dude, sometimes the AI in this game is questionable. It thinks almost as bad as me. That Melmetal, it hits. It hits. Ooh. May have to pick this back up. I do plan to stream tomorrow at 5 p.m. MST, so what is that? The same as PDT if you're, or PST if you're into that sort of weirdness. I'll do that tomorrow. Because apparently if you are watching a couple different streamers, you can get some pack points if you connect your Twitch account to the Pokemon account. Highly recommend. I don't know if they're doing anything with YouTube, but I know Twitch drops are a thing. Cha-cha! Yeah, boy. I'm not going to Mars him because that would help him. Squovet. There's my boy. Quick blow. Damn. It's not 40 damage. It's only 20. What'll be really cool, because we've already got Type Null and we've already got Poke Tools, like, as part of the game. Could you imagine for Arceus and Type Null if they give us the different, like in the next set, if they give us the different elemental plates that you can attach to those Pokemon, and then whatever plate is attached via Poke Tool, that's the damage type that it does? That would be amazing. Amazing. Never gonna happen, but amazing. I'll save Mars for the next turn, because Brave Buddies is enough damage. That would be cool. Melta. What's the total Mars Steel? 30 opponents next turn. This Pokemon has damage, do 30 damage. Okay, so it does 30, and then if you attack, then it does 30 more. Fascinating. Stretch. Don't get old, friends. Don't get old. Do not recommend. Well, you as well. I'm right behind you very soon, so take it easy, friend. Like I said, I'll be streaming tomorrow about 5 p.m. MST, PDT, PST, whatever the hell you want to call it. I'm Mountain Standard Time, so if you want to hang out some more, that's what my plan is. Hopefully I can get some more pack points to open up another 10 pool and maybe get something good. But sweet dreams. May the odds be ever in your favor. Yeah, we'll do one of each just because. All right. Charizard. Nice. So nothing too meta defining yet. Granted, again, we're only in the intermediary sort of you know, AI battles. We're not actually there yet. Once we get to advanced level, which should be soon, rather, this next one I think is the final one, then we can start actually taking, really, only 2. We can start taking a look at potentially what these decks are going to start doing. All right, got those cleared out. So step up battles and expert solo battles. All right, so now, yeah, still asking for water types, which I don't have any, so we will use the same. Really fun using the, I guess Wug Trio, but no, using the Crabominable deck. I'll have to build that one, just because the Alolan Ninetales is a really good support. Recommend. Speak of the devil. We'll let this play out normally. If you like what you're doing, enjoying the vibe, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, comment down below all the craziness that is happening in your Eevee Grove. Right, certainly, I would appreciate it. Helps the algorithm. Certainly, you can take a peek. I've got all my socials cycling through, so you can definitely follow along if you want to be up to date for when I go live or any sort of memes that I'm good at sharing. Come here, doggo. Come here. Oh, hey, why did that Alright. My standing desk got all discombobulated. Gonna waste all the energy here. All of it. All the potions. Get it ready for that Alolan Ninetales Blizzard craziness. That's what I'm after. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Come here, Coop. Come here, doggo. What's wrong? You tired? Go to sleep, bud. Come here. Come right down. May have to let the doggo out. I may just have to. We shall see. There she be. Heal. Nice. Let's see what sort of craziness we've got going on here. Easy squeezy lemon cheese. Let's update some stuff. Hold on. Change this, make it a little bit nicer. There we go. A little bit better SEO for me, for you. Changing some titles. Make things a little bit more relevant. And still, from when I first started the stream, doing the sort of hypothesis theory crafting. We'll get more into that tomorrow, looking at the cards. I'm going to try and see and think what I can do already, but it's going to be good. I've already got a couple ideas for different decks that could be built or should be built. Some good old synergy with the cards. Like definitely Flareon and the Red Oricorio. That'll be pretty useful. I'm really interested to see the Espeon, especially depending on what the energy stacking sort of status is of this particular season. Is Darkrai Giratina going to be a thing? Certainly with Umbreon, it's going to be difficult to run basic decks because that shuts it down pretty quick. We'll find out together. It'll be a good season. Lots of interestingness. Gonna have to have at least some form of evolution in your deck, but I have high hopes for Magnezone. The Shiinotic Magnezone deck has been a godsend for me. Were there any decks in particular that you guys ran that proved useful to your particular endeavors? Damage. That's a lot of damage. It's gonna hit me for 50. It's gonna hit me for 50. Do I do this? I'm so scared. At least want to get to. Oh no, he's gonna hit me. And I'm asleep. Serious? Okay, cool. At least I'll be able to retort. Free point here. He'll hit me, I'll fall asleep, it'll be so sad, I'll put out a Oricorio, it'll be fine. Alomomola. Poplio, nice. Nothing too crazy. Oricorio. Nice PCL, so Oricorio can take another hit. Not that anything, I guess Poplio is going to hit me for 30, but it'll be fine. Magneton, finally! My guy! Zap. Twofer. Yeah, you can't retreat, so GG. There's Permarina, though. He's going to heal for 20, so I guess not GG. Oh, no. He has to be attacking, so yeah. Easy squeezy against the wind. The AI. I wonder if it's going to be smart enough to Volt Charge before it lays it down. Nope, it's not smart. Not smart enough. Why? Why swap? It'll use Illuminate, sure, but... not like it needs to. It's... could have taken out Little Corio. Yeah, it's so funny. So funny. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Alright, we're winning 5 around this go. Sylveon. So we need metal Pokemon. So I need a Solgaleo Shiinotic. So in order to get the wins for this, we've got to make sure that we've got Solgaleo. Solgaleo. Yes, truly. Is that better? Can you hear me? I'm in relaxation mode at the moment. Lean back. Just not too much. Oh heck yes, we're gonna red card this. Look at that. Too many cards. It's illegal. You can't have 6 cards. It's illegal. Professor. Really? Am I just gonna have a moral? That's lame. Give me something good. There we be. Yar, there we be. Swoobat. Evolves into Swoobat pretty quick. There's our fancy dancy Eevee, buddy. And there's even a Mimikyu. Give me that candy. Yikes. Stampede. 10 damage. It's very effective. Oh, excuse me. I'm becoming a tired boy very quickly. Really? This is kind of a lame. It's gonna put out Eevee probably for the 30 damage. Yep. gonna lose unless I get a rare candy here soon. That's crazy. Did not get anything this particular hand. Oh, there, Shiinotic finally shows up. Wow. Wow. Cannot believe it. What a waste. What a waste. Man, man's got leftovers. Really, you're gonna make me do Cosmorum? Yeah, it only works on active. Okay, good to know. Finally. So Galio, here we go. That was an annoying experience. Dude, it's gonna use Mimikyu against me. That's unfortunate. If it gets heads right now, I'm gonna be so sad. There's Sylveon. Draw 2 cards. It's a pretty powerful move. I like it. Nice little ability. Have to Lily just to be safe. Rising Road because Fairy Wind is 70 damage exactly. Cannot believe Mimikyu took me almost out. That's a pretty good. Pair that with the Acerola card, trainer card, and you've got a match made in heaven. $120. Easy. Easy. Another Shiinotic card. Well. Starting to kind of see what we can maybe play around with. Let me know your guys' thoughts if there's anything good worth doing. Skid. What'd I get? What's going on? Oh, you guys. Yeah, buddy. Max level. They need to definitely need to increase the crazy goodness. $97, almost there. How many more do I need to do a 10 pull? $118. So 20 more? 20 more. Full art Jolteon, yes. Let's do it. Full art Jolteon. Bottom right, gang. So sad. I did get a Swirlix, so yay for card, but I'm so sad. I am so sad. They're very generous with the full arts. Maybe I'm just crazy, but it seems like we're getting lots of full arts and wonder picks this go around. Most of the time, you don't get that lucky. Who knows? Oh, excuse me. Our first Dragonite. No weakness. Let's be smart about this. Because it can hit like a Mack truck. Tratini. First is terrible. Nice. Heads. Uh-oh. 40. Big X. Regular Silverline. We'll do... Yeah, we can't do nothing. I don't need to do nothing. We're good. We don't need to worry about it. He's probably going to put out Vaporeon. Yep. I'd be very surprised if he put out Dratini. 120 damage. It's a good buffer. Potentially not good enough. I don't think there's any other basics I've got. So it's just a matter of... It'll be 100. Yeah. Give me them cards. Cranidos. Nice. There's Rampardos. Now let's get the party started. Swear to God, if he evolves right now, he'll be very sad. Okay. Man. Gonna hit him with Rampardos and pray. Really? Really? No weakness on the Dragonite EX. Top points, 5 more. I need 15. Snorlax. So Snorlax, if I remember correctly, is a fighting energy. So we're just going to stay with the same deck. Nothing too crazy, nothing too crazy. Hopefully not. Why would you waste it? I guess it's not really wasting it if you know what you're doing. Save the Geo. It's gonna let me take down the Eevee probably. Nice heads. Eevee's donezo next turn. There's Umbreon. Joke's on you, friend. No more darkness. Only light. Gyarados. What? Oh, Savali is not a fighting type. It just has fighting. It just has fighting energy attached to it. I'm a dunce. Weakness. Slowly, surely working our way through the solo battles. Spend some more time building decks, theory crafting tomorrow. It is unfortunately very late. Let's check. A very tired boy. Certainly. It's been a good run, our first little bit. Anything else? Anything else? Any full arts that's worth pulling? Nothing too crazy. Nope, I don't want you. I don't want you. Well, friends, it's been good. It's been fun. It's even been real fun. Certainly. Oh, I'm so close. Certainly we need to continue this conversation tomorrow. I'll be streaming again tomorrow. You can follow me on my socials over yonder. Like, follow, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. Tomorrow, roughly, we'll say 6 p.m. at the latest. MST, EDT, whatever you want to call it. That's the plan, at least. So make sure you follow my socials just in case anything weird happens. I certainly would appreciate it. But in the meantime, friends, peace.